we're all functioning in multiple dimensions at the same time. And part of what can happen in these sessions is you can start to become more aware of the aspects of you that are functioning in these other dimensions as well. So I'm going to speak a little in the beginning about my experience of that in the healing session, and just my speaking about it can help highlight that truth in you where you are already engaging on these multiple levels at the same time. So in the sessions there's I'm resting here on this pillow looking at a camera and feeling your human consciousness as you experience yourself as a human being, as a person, as a personality, as an identity. I'm also open through the healing container, in which there's a soul classroom on the inside that your soul is comfortably resting in this light-filled healing field. That space is also supported by multiple guides and devas and higher beings of consciousness that are here to help facilitate the transformation of your soul, the transformation of your consciousness. We're in an incredible time at this point in human consciousness and the planet and the galaxy of a rapid and significant shift. And these sessions support the transformation of the whole, because we're not actually separate. We're one consciousness as all of this magnificence unfolding. But because one singular consciousness has multiplied itself into these infinite expressions and reference points for experience and for divine unfolding, the individuated expressions all get to experience a sense of self and a uniqueness and life. And so even though you are the totality that is this whole orchestration unfolding, you also get to experience yourself as you, the person who's sitting here in this live stream. And in this container, the individuated aspect of you, resting as the soul, is then supported by all these other individual aspects of the same divine that are functioning in a capacity of pure intention, love, truth, wisdom, divine light, transformation. And there's an invitation for you here in this session today, and always, but there's an invitation here for you to receive the support on the individuated level, the individuated expression that gets to have the experience of healing and transformation. So there's an invitation for you both to receive healing, receive support, to surrender into the totality of existence and the healing container that is holding you and transforming you. There is also an invitation for you to open on the soul level and experience yourself in multiple dimensions at once, of experiencing yourself sitting on your pillow and experiencing yourself receiving support on the soul level. There's an invitation for you to open to your the soul level where you are co-creating your existence, where you are manifesting your life, There's an invitation for you to open to the infiniteness that you are, to the totality that is orchestrating the entire universe. There's an invitation for you on the soul level and personality level to discover more, to learn more about the nature of your being, both in the unique, gorgeous essence, unique emanation that you are, this unique flavor or fragrance of the singular totality that you also are. There's an invitation to taste that, know that, be that with more freedom and awareness. And there's an invitation on the soul level, personality level, to understand more deeply about the nature of existence and co-creation and transforming your old patterns. So we'll be working with old patterns today, mental patterns, emotional patterns, physical patterns, DNA patterns, soul patterns, karmic patterns, and working with the dissolving of patterns that no longer serve. And there is a tremendous amount of support for that today and always. And so in this healing field together, there are overarching guides and devas and other masterful, stunning, amazing beings in divine service in support of this transformation, and there are guides that are gathered around each of you individually to support you in the refined detail of your soul choices. So again, there's both an invitation for you to receive support, to learn and understand yourself better as a creation of the universe. I just lost my thread. There's an invitation to surrender into nothingness, as is what just occurred here, right? Invitation to surrender from knowing self to not knowing self. There are a lot of details that come forward in the creation and in the co-creating and the unfolding and the refining of karma and patterning and conditioning. All of this divine, miraculous manifestation arises out of that which we cannot see. And in terms of awakening and surrendering back into that which we cannot see, surrendering back from whence the seer arises, that invitation is always present. Always present. The evolution and the healing are innate movements of existence. And movements that the experiencer can have on the level of personality, soul, light body, God self, God, whatever level of being is the reference point of experience. And every sense of self ultimately surrenders back from whence it arises, where it cannot see, and recognizes that it too, that the sense of self is actually also a created miracle. And so it may be in this session that you are present with the gorgeous uniqueness of the lens that you are, with the details of the unfolding. It may be that you're open in multiple layers. It may be that consciousness just surrenders itself back where it cannot see itself, where it cannot know itself, where it cannot know itself as it has known itself. It's a surrendering of the experiencer. It may be that the session is just a cessation and a surrendering. Either way, both are happening simultaneously. Resting is nothing. The system organizes itself and refines itself without your sense of awareness of that. Resting with all the transforming aspects return to nothing, whether you're aware of their returning to nothing or not. So the fullness, the transformation, the unfolding, the cessation, surrendering is nothing, are all actually simultaneous.